what's wrong with just having an infinite middle piece puzzle which goes on forever?
The notion of an infinite regression is regarded by many, many philosophers as being problematic. Any kind of explanation that appeals to that structure is seen to be problematic. We usually think of that as indicating that something's gone wrong in the chain of reasoning. But the problem becomes particularly acute, I think, when we're talking about existence or contingency, dependency, causality. So usually the problem is, well, we're asking questions about the way the world works, and to enter into an infinite regression. I mean, we're finite creatures. We only have a finite amount of time. There's only a finite amount of steps that we can actually do in any kind of argument. So if we're looking for an explanation for something and the explanation involves an infinite regression, we kind of start getting the feeling like we're never getting the explanation. Like, in some sense, there is no explanation, or whatever the explanation is, it's tied up in this thing that is impossible to rationalize or conceptually engage with. But with dependency or contingency specifically, there seems to be a problem in terms of why anything would exist at all. So the usual idea of an infinite regression on a cosmological scale as well, the way things are now was caused by sort of events or facts sort of before, right? So you go backwards in time, and the further you go back, each step, determines the one that's closer to now. And you keep going back, and then thought is, well, why can't you just keep going back forever? And the problem with that is, well, if the things that exist now exist only because they're made to exist by the prior link in the chain, and that chain only exists because of the prior link in the chain, and then that goes on forever, why does the chain exist, right? If there's not a stopping point for existence to start coming down the line to begin with, how does let's say the farthermost back one that we can just pick arbitrarily one, and you say, well, there's more before that making that exist. Okay, but why is this whole phenomenon going on in the first place? No individual link in the chain is capable of helping us understand why there should be a chain of causes or contingencies at all.